boy. Ça va, yo. Donc, le même pas mon dit, on va pas où est le loin. Le vocal nous est à bober. Nous n'y voulons pas. Si nous le créons, on va pas son école comme mon père. Je vais chabler la soie. On est déjà, on est comme un way. Le vocal n'est déjà sien, on est comme un way. Elle ne sait pas les la trouver sur la nous n'y voulons. On n'y va son mon nom sur ta mon père. La Louis. On n'y va son mon nom sur ta mon père. Aniabia sogo abaira Konu kwedu sianue Nachiawe sianue Bobia wena Yebere klalue Sedre nyonkonwo Wako isi aboble la tuwa Sunga nuni wele Ikomo suwa keno kwa divwa We mwana defino sonwe ye Tamo bien do mo igwe o Kone jeje o mama Kone komewe Enwe se boble la tuwa Sunga nuni wele Mojo siawe kwa nyokon Wanu trouble tu vas sauver nous ni voilà. Voilà nous me commencer moi moi compliment du soir la ne manoué. Mon Dieu de la yoma mon soin yo mon Dieu de ma yoma na mon wa uwo. Mon Dieu che ada yoma na mon soin yo. Voilà je lu awa o. Ya lui qui porte wa o. Voilà nous me jago moi lui qui porte wa o. Tati pote wa o. Ala nyomo kwa wede ngo. Kana te wole la tu wazo wenu ni wele. Ningba so sogo ta mu fe o. Toti kefe. Made. Sorry gelo. Bébé Kari, les esco du soir le bandi. La fino. Ase itawe ma. Et de odi. Yala Stéphanie. C'est de l'école d'Ivoire. Mon boko we delwe, on était pour la tour zo e lu ni we. La digba so e lo yo so ta mu pe o. Ya mo le pote wa o, peri du so pote wa o. Ni mo te bi e ba mu. Ni pe ya bu so go iba idi. Boko we delwe o, wa kuma ye nyamu o. Boko we delwe salu wa kuma ye nyamu o. Ije lo yo ju we ba ka Nigeria oda. Ye nyombe mono Nigeria oda. We akwa ye nyamu, momo kwa we dem so we akwa ye nyamu.
No abel ke ono José ke. Wa no lo yondai. Yesu e sablo de filo de kela. Le mitan e podai. Mo du e mo popo ya bi. De Rosette ne. Boko we dem o bien e nyamu. Boko we dem o bien e nyamu. wenyo.
Julitea.
Eh, okeli o mona flonyo kwe aoba. Ole, aole o. Yomo abiga mwe mwe evo.
Ah, maman Taylor.
Petit juzo na be kwa mwengo.
Il y a plus de main. Bailo
Ola
Rufina.
ose go be dani e. Me bonine lo kwa e te mu paye o.
Ça va devenir un vrai moment. Ok, petit Yusuke. Ça bloqué.
Te oji oba.
Pour les gens, ça
Tama abi mwe kwa wewo. Anu sengu we manji o ne se ko wenyo.
Ah, Julitea.
Eh, okeli ji o mona flonyo kwe aoba.
Papa Morel.
Foyo ibe bi o toni Nathalie ji oba.
Mon passe.
Kala sele jabu dako Isabel ji oba. Ike mi sela wewe. Kila Nathalie ji o mona flonyo kwe aoba. Keru Deborah we Jean Thérèse o. Bayi so nati o ni abopo ya bibu o.
Good evening, folks. Samson to Liberia Public Radio. We're here again this evening. We want to thank all of you again for tuning in to Liberia Public Radio. Wonderful, wonderful thing to be here. Wonderful, wonderful things to have you here tonight again. We say thank you, Jesus, for everything. Thank you very much for tuning in to Liberia Public Radio. Let's see here. I want to thank you all. Please continue to share this video to as many people as possible. We ask that you continue to share this video because it's very good for you to share for us if you can. As you come in here, share this video. Interesting things are happening. Interesting things are happening. Interesting things are happening, folks. Share this video, share it to as many people as possible. So we want to thank all of you again tonight. Oh, wow. Everybody's coming here now. We say thank you for all of you. Thank you all. Mr. Sherry, Mr. Carr, Mosef, thank you guys very much. What we ask is that please share this video to as many people as possible. So interesting things are happening. I told you here, but I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. Safety, Lord Jesus. I'm not prepared. I'm not quite prepared, folks. But I'm here now. I can't go back and change, undo that. I'm here now. Lord Jesus, we want to thank you for everything. As we come before you again tonight, my Lord, we want to praise you. We want to thank you for the opportunity. We want to thank you for the opportunity yet to come. We ask for long life. We ask that our life be extended as well. All of us. My Lord, because of the opportunity you give us, we'll continue to do what we can for our people. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. We'll come before you again, my Lord, to ask that the Republic of Liberia be blessed, that the people of the Republic of Liberia be blessed, that the President of the Republic of Liberia be blessed. Indeed, my Lord, we ask whatever the President touches, bless his hand in the interest of the Liberian people. Whichever door he knocks, my Lord, open the door in the interest of the Liberian people. Extend his life. Provide travel mercy on him. Whatever he travel, we put it in your hand, my Lord. Help us. You brought the president to us. Guide him. Bless his hand. Whatever he touches. Give him wisdom to do what is good for our people. We want to thank you for that. We plainly want to thank you. We know you have the power to do so.
And so we're not embarrassed to come here tonight to make that procurement. Thank you for that. My Lord, we ask that the host country, the United States of America, be blessed. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So let me go on. Let me go on. Let me go on. Let me go on. I'm just gonna read this paragraph. It's not too long. I'm gonna read this paragraph. We're still talking progressive and the two party. So I hope you stay with me. But I think I need to make this coming Saturday. I will try to make that into a program. So the last time I was here, Chasing had written Pi, and first Pi was the one that initiated writing. Right, they wrote Chelsea to say you have one of our brother from Grand Gila County is in jail. We like to know what the crime that was committed, so that if we can provide some legal counsel for him, we would like to do so. Chelsea wrote back say, I don't know your. There's nowhere in the world that you can stay in America and say you got struggle here in Liberia. If there's a struggle here, you tell us, and if we know, we will talk about it. This is the same guy who, in the past, have represented Pi. This is the same guy who, when Bacchus Matthew ready to turn himself in, was Chelsea, who took Bacchus Matthew to the executive mansion. But now he's a justice minister. I don't know y'all. Just yeah, you to play around. Myself too. Why? Because justice minister, I don't know y'all. Who are you? Why? I'm a minister now. But on a very serious, let's read. So Pi is not going to reply to just the replying to just the minister. Say, Mr. Minister, we refer to you. I mean, to your letter number, blah blah blah. Those days they put number and stuff. For example, they say number 1017. I don't know 1017, 10 17 2 dash 4179. I don't know what those mean. Anyway, October 2nd, 20 October 12, 1979, and are pleased to submit, in keeping with our 1 week request, the following in response to it. A question of convenience. In both your letter and your oral presentation in your office on October 15, 1979, which was made by you of the fact that our letter of October 8, 1979, carried an address in New York. It also carried an address in Monrovia, which, in our opinion, you deliberately overlooked. It is interesting to note, however, that you did not see it when it became time to provide an inside address to your office, to your letter, and to prepare the envelope in which it was delivered. You say you know her, but you're sending, you know our office and thing, but you're sending letter addressed to our office, but you say you know her. Unfamiliar logic. We regret that the portion of your letter reflect a sense of logic with which we are most unfamiliar. You observe that there is no officially known organization registered in keeping with the law by the name of Progressive Alliance of Liberia, PAC. You added that maybe such an organization exists in the United States. Maybe, you said, but only maybe. Then, just a few lines later, what you view as a simple possibility becomes an outright certainty. You begin to call us an American organization by the name of PI. We did not understand the basis in law or fact upon which you arrive at such a conclusion. Recognition. In consideration of your purported absence from government, we wish to inform you that in January 1978, President Tupper caused the fact to be announced that government had meeting with the leader of the Progressive Alliance of Liberia. Not only did the government welcome the activities we were conducting, activities we will conduct and are now conducting, but it offer material support towards their achievement. In other words, President Taba, on a whom you now serve as minister, has accorded us the de facto recognition of the executive branch of the government. Good evening. I thought I'd do that. These are things that many people would do. They say things when they're not in government, they are friends with you and everybody else. But once they get in government, they say, I know you. Man, say yeah. Pretty sure when I joined the government, I will say, I don't know you. You will force me to know you. I say, I don't know you. You will force me to know you. On the president we are, when president we are coming to come work for him, I will say, I don't know Prince Sherry. Well, I know him Prince Sherry. Where I know him from? I'm from Foya. My name is Fire Bakai. Where do I know that? No. Somebody from Kmart County. For what? Again, Samson told I brought public the books, so we're having fun this evening. But on a very serious note now, on a very serious note, President Weah is opening up some stuff. He's talking. My people, the president is talking. Hey, former President Weah is talking. Front page Africa has that. Okay? Let me see if I can read. This is going to be the first time that I'm reading this to you as well. Anyway, you and myself will read it together. Okay? And let me see if I can open that here. Let me see. I know you can hear me, so I'll get off this one and go right here. Okay. Okay. That my granddaughter now starting. I don't get her juice here. I don't know what she want me to play with me for. I don't steal her juice tonight. So what she want me to play with me for, I don't know. Yeah, but I don't steal her juice. You know. But let me go and read President. We are interesting subject matter. Now, I just read to you, Pat, the Progressive Alliance of Liberia, and the two-way party government. Interesting then. Liberia government has not changed. Okay. President, we had one of the good things now. He's opposition. And this guy, I told you, sedition. I am not one of those who believe you will not come back. I will deal with you guys based on logic. I'm not going to fool myself. Oh, CDC, come back. That game, I not play. They men from total, not playing that game. I believe you got the ability to come back. I will deal with you from that perspective. If I don't want you to come back, it will be strictly based on policy. I'm not going to fool myself. Oh, they did it before, like, bro. No. Until the election is over and we got the election in the bag in our hands, I'm not going to disguise you. Don't listen to President Weah. Now, before I go back there, in the 80s, very early on, when the progressive were involved, instrumental, whatever you want to term it, to dethrone two-way party. When Doe and his buddy came to power, the United States government was the first to shake the hand, so to speak. After that, when I mean at first, they didn't reject the Doe government. The cool leaders, the PRC, they didn't reject it outright. But after that, at that time, the West, East, and West situation was bad. Immediately after that, before that, Libya President Gaddafi was building. He had already built what they call Libya Bureau, right opposite, how do you call it, City Hall. But when those then came, America made sure that Libya Bureau don't stand. They got to go. Libya got to leave. And they put it on. And if you want something good from the U.S. government, you better listen to them. So from that perspective, let's read President Weah letter about the China overpass bridge. What is President Weah trying to achieve out of this year? What I'm going to be reading to you tonight. He's a politician. And that's what I keep saying. I will not take them lightly. If you believe the man coming by, the man able to come, what would look at it and bring it by? You're fooling yourself until the election is over, that we have the election against them, we win BCDC again. Other than that, they are a complete opposition, and they have, I will consider them, they have the ability to come back anytime Liberian people want them back. And we must, not because we hate them, but because we disagree with them on policy. Unless they're going to come back and bring out policy that will benefit Liberians, then we will see what we do. Other than that, we will engage them positively. Not because we hate them. There's no hate here. It's purely disagreement on policy. Let's read President Weah stuff from Front Page Africa. He spoke. Liberia, Weah explained why China suspended overpass bridge project during his presidency. The overpass bridge project, the Unity Party making all that noise now. Oh, we did this, we did that. Let's look at it. I was here. I praised the project. If it's done well, it's going to alleviate most of the traffic congestion on the Tubman Boulevard, which is a major thoroughfare in Liberia. Okay, if it's done well, and I hope they will do well. But let's hear what we have to say about this. This is my first time reading it, and I'm going to be reading it to you as well. So please, let's enjoy it together. But the main thing I want to say here is, President Weah, this is 2026, former President Weah, 2026, he's making noise. You hearing talk about Zopen? Ain't got time for that kind of thing there. Why I can't waste my time? His eye is on the ball. He's looking at a bigger price. So which way to campaign? This is politician. When the last time you heard politicians say, I stopped campaigning? Every time they open their mouth, they're campaigning. Every time they open their mouth, they campaign for them. You can tell me whatever way you want. So President, we have to come now and tell us why China suspended the project under his administration. Let me guess. Does it have to do with the United States? I don't know. Let me guess. Does it have to do with UN? I don't know. But let's read it. Let's read it. It's very interesting. Let's read it. Let me read it. And folks, if you come here tonight, I'm going to have to finish reading this before anybody will say something here tonight. I beg you. Let me read it. Weah explained why China suspended overpass bridge project during his presidency. Monrovia, former President George Weah has provided his account of why the government of the People's Republic of China halted the construction of the two overhead overpass bridges during his administration, attributing the delay to geopolitical tension between China and the United States. So the overpass going on now. China and United States, they're friends now. They're friends now. But that's because there's more to it. There's more. I'm putting some fun in here, but there's more. Pay attention. President Weah is opening something. And United Party, like their own self, so conceited. The United Parties believe they are the most smarter people on the face of the planet. United Party believe if you don't work, if you don't praise them, which I will not praise them, you're nobody, which I agree are not anybody. But let's see. They will not pay attention to the one. They would rather go on to Zopeno issue. This is bigger than that. Zopeno that local. This is international. What happened quite 2 days ago? Eh, they went to different country, grab blue, that crowd speaking. I said they went to different country, plaka, plugu, plaka, dagaba. That crowd. Yeah, they can't ask me. I was saying, I interpret my crowd. Who are you? You know how to speak crowd? And you can't tell me that I'm crowd. You know how to speak crowd? I beg you, man. I can't waste my time. But anyway, let me read on. Let me read on, folks. Let me read on. On a very serious, the president, we are is opening some serious conversation. Okay, so let's go on. Speaking to Grandins at his church, the church near I can't pronounce, Yaga Franca Maga to somebody fellowship along the Rabat International Airport Highway, the former president, the former Liberian leader, said his government had completed all necessary documentation for the construction of the bridge, but refused to be drawn into international political dispute. According to Weir, China allegedly sought Liberia's involvement in broader political disagreement with the United States, an approach he said he firmly rejected. Even look, even look at the bridge right here. Look at the bridge right there by the ministerial complex that people are coming to fix now. It is something that we put together. We are told the congregation, but those people believe that because they were giving us something, we must get involved in other people policy, their politics. I was the president and I said no. Now, with that statement declaring himself to be against China policy against the United States, who is president we are talking to? You talking to me? You talking to Liberian? No, the United States of America. Under his leadership, there were certain members of his government that was sanctioned. And you say, you want to come by? You think the young man know politics? You got something else to contend with. You sit down there, fool yourself. But for me, I'm not fooling myself. I will deal with CDC and sedition from an intellectual perspective because I believe they are educated, because I believe they have the ability to come back. And if I don't want them to come back based on policy different, I will stay so and I will make my case. I'm not going to fool myself and say, oh, they're not coming back. Why am I come waste my time? No. I'm not playing that kind of game. So let me read on. Who you think president we are making this case to the United States of America? Liberia is a partner to America, and Liberia is a partner to you, China. Since the two of you are fighting, we should talk it out. Somebody then said, while we are talking, we will suspend what we said we wanted to do for you. And that later on came when we were no longer there. We are added. China early comment. During the early years of the Weir administration, China pledged continued support to Liberia, pro-poor agenda to continue to support Liberia pro-poor agenda for prosperity and development. At the time, China Foreign Minister Wang Yuan reaffirmed Beijing's commitment to cooperate based on sincerity and sincerity, real result, and mutual benefit. Liberia embassy near Beijing later reinforced the commitment following bilateral discussion between the two foreign ministers, between then Foreign Minister Basil Finnegan and China State Consular and Foreign Minister Wang Ya on the I don't know how to pronounce it. I say Wang Ya. You don't want it that your business on the merging of the Forum on China Africa Cooperation uh, coordinators meeting. A statement from the Liberian embassy disclosed that China agreed to provide a gratuitous assistance of $200 million. 200 million Chinese yuan, approximately 29.5 million US, as the first triangle for project agreed upon during President Weah meeting with China President Yang Yuxi at the Zoom Yamba, whatever the name is, at the 2018 FAO summit in Beijing. The first triangle was transferred into a joint account at the China Development Bank to be jointly administered by both government for the implementation of the agreed projects, including two overpass bridges to ease traffic congestion around the ministerial complex and the Samuel Cannondale Boulevard, the release stated. So those of you who think that United Party over here pass, yeah, oh. United Party over here pass, yeah, oh. And you're quick to claim this and claim that. You don't even do research. You got a problem, man. The president, like I say, you're not seeking re-election, you're not trying with on United Party business. Despite their agreements, the overpass bridge project remain suspended throughout the Weah administration. Why? I wonder. Project revealed on Mbaka nearly 2 years into the administration of President Joseph Nyima Mbaka. The long delayed project were revived on September 2nd, 2025. President Mbaka and China ambassador to Liberia Yang Wu officially broke ground for the construction of the two overpass bridges in Monrovia. At the groundbreaking ceremony, President Mbaka praised China for its continued support, describing the project as critical to ease traffic congestion and improve urban mobility. Let me begin by expressing the government of Liberia deep gratitude to the People's Republic of China for its ongoing generosity in supporting Liberia's economic transformation, President Mbaka said. Ambassador Yu described the project as a symbol of the deepening strategic partnership between the two countries, built on sincerity, real result, affirmity, and good faith. Reaffirming the discussion between President Mbaka and President Yu at the 2024 FinCon Beijing summit, the Chinese envoy said the bridges are a direct outcome of renewed high-level engagement. The two overpass bridges, one near the ministerial complex and the other at the Samuel SKD Boulevard along Tottenham Boulevard, are part of China A infrastructure initiative expected to be completed 2027. 28-29 election. Okay. So I put this out there. President, we are from my perspective, just reading this. Pretty much saying when I was there, China wanted me to say certain thing against my uncle. I said no. I'm not doing it. You're my uncle when you're making proud that your business, you can't talk out that, but I'm not gonna join you and do that. So, oh, okay. Saying like that, we'll suspend the project, we'll suspend your color was supposed to kill you because we face color, we thought you're a good person, we're gonna get because you're not coming to back on that, we take our color away. Just a back king. He said the color good, he said, there we are. Samson too. He said the color good, we're gonna order this all the good. He said, I see how we are. But on a very serious note, those of you that understand international politics, what President we are engaging in now, he doesn't have to spell it out to say why China working with you now, President Waka. He doesn't have to spell it out. He doesn't have to say, President Wakai, why China refused me and they are working with you now? What have you given them from an international relations perspective? What did you give China for China to work with you and they refused to work with me? Because when I was there, I refused to get involved into their squabble with the United States. Are you part of that now, President Wakai? Former President Weah is not being quiet. And these are the people you want me to take lightly? If I'm supporting President Wakai, which I am, you want me to take these people lightly? They bring it, we go right down to it. So what I can say to this, good evening, Zodru guy. Good evening, my boy. Thank you for joining our car. Thank you very much. What I can say to President Weah is this. I don't believe that President Wakai agreed to get involved into the conflict or whatever you want to describe between United States and America. I mean, United States, China. However, President Wakai is not naive either. And you heard President Donald Trump say you speak good English, oh. You heard it right. So President Wakai is not a President Wakai that I'm baby. Let me put it away. He's a very intelligent person. He's not going to lead Liberia into any kinds of issue that we can't handle. So I don't believe coming and making statements such as this, you have the right to do that. You are reminding people why that bridge was not built on your watch. Because there's certain things you refuse. But let's go a little bit deeper. Let's speculate too. We are not there when you and the Chinese people are making a deal. You're coming down to tell us. But we're going to speculate as well. Because we're the king of speculation. We're the king of being ridiculous on this show. And I was speculating being ridiculous. President Weah, former President Weah, thank you for bringing it up. But President Wakai is not going to and will not sell Liberia for cheap. We know that. He has 40 some more years experience. One of the most experienced political candidates ever in the lifetime of the Republic of Liberia. And he has decided, President Wakai has decided to fully utilize his experience for Liberia to gain. And so, you continue to talk. And the more you talk, the more we appreciate. Because if you keep things to yourself, then we don't know where you stand. We don't want to be surprised. But we get this one. You're saying now when you were there, Chinese refused because they refused to put in the project because you refused to cooperate with them, or whatever term you want to use, refused to work with them on behalf of, no. And they seem to be suggesting that perhaps the Chinese has gotten what they did, they couldn't get from you. That's why they're building. President Weah did not sell out Liberia. The Chinese want to help Liberia, and they fell within themselves. I'm going to now go on the opposite end of it. The Chinese fell within themselves that indeed we have a right partner now that we can do business with. We have a partner who perhaps we can shake hands in public. Before we didn't have no, hey, brother, tell you, let me tell my when you come here and I start arguing. That's not the point. What I true or not true. You think I here to come say, I said, I would, Aaron brother, your sedition, you are very intelligent. Very smart. Intelligent, smart, intellectually above everything else. I will give you that one. But I will not be naive to sit down here and say, oh, see, he's not coming back. Therefore, I'm not going to talk. No, I will engage you intellectually because I know you're smart. And that's what I'm doing. President, you think why President we are making that statement? You don't think you want to be noticed by the United States of America? They say, hey, young man say, what happened? The people deny and now I'm saying President Waka, wait. No, I'm speaking now. I'm saying the Chinese have suggested that they have the feeling that the diplomats, people, the foreign minister, you saw how the woman working. You can't deny that the woman is the best foreign minister ever. You can't deny, except for J. Rural Grant. I was small, but I used to hear him way into town. I don't know what he did, but as far as I'm concerned, way into town when I read Swallow my gig back, they call it knee. When man then come from the farm, they bring for the call it knee. So he must have been doing good for people weighing right here to be able to hear J. Rural Grant. But anyhow, this lady, she single-handedly delivering Liberia to the higher level of diplomacy. And that what Chinese saw say, yeah. They woman and only the woman found, but she got brain. If we follow the woman to Liberia, I think we will gain. And so they decided, based on the woman conversation with them, you're right, mama, we're coming. The papa, we like him. He's a truthful man. We like him. He's not a man that can go and go, we like him. We'll do business with him. That's why they brought that's why they opened the thing offer. You said in that president, we are just trying to suggest, without saying that our president, the people don't do business with me because they asked me to be on their side with their conflict with my uncle, and I refuse. But what happened now? President Waka got all the people supporting on the building the thing. So what you the player, they want me to fill it in, I will fill it in. First of all, President Waka is sell Liberia. And the United States know this. United States is a friend to President Waka. Tell you cash Peter, don't come chew your pepper, my pepper in your mouth, I beg you. Let me chew my own pepper. Cash what's his name? President Waka decided to say after the foreign minister, the lady, after she's middling and smaller queen, the Chinese for their, those of us who like about business, even though I'm from Lofa, but I also spent time in Nima. So Nima tablet, when you read the real Nima tablet, you don't just pour any kind of soup on it. You're not good about either, man. You pour any kind of soup on it, you don't know good. They are begging, man. You take Zobo too, the one you put in the soup, then go chibu, you pull it in a giba, and you put some meat around it, and then you cut the giba, and then they finger here, they two finger, you take it and wrap it with the meat, and you smell it, and put a giba in your mouth. You put a meat on one side, the giba one side, bluku baka, you're done. That's what the foreign minister did to the Chinese. And they like her. She went there, she said, the father of the nation, most experienced politician Liberia ever seen, ever. 40 years of experience. And he will do the best. The Chinese king. They said, oh, let's talk to him. They said, oh, but you speak good English too, oh? He said, yeah, I'm here to help you. Come to Papa now. So, President, we are using you making it look like President Waka now sell Liberia. Oh, that's not true. The Chinese, knowing for President Waka, he's not hiding himself. His alliance is for the United States and the West. But at the same time, he's not going to block people from doing business in Liberia. Before you come do business, when he tell you exactly where he's staying, you like his staying, you do business. He's not gonna lie to you. So you're saying that the Chinese, they didn't do business with you, but because you refuse to get in between the America. It's like two elephants fighting. The mosquito say, one elephant want me to join. I said no, that what? Oh my goodness, mosquito! Your teeth ain't even able to break the elephant skin to get any blood. Then he said the message can't join you. He said no. They said we don't do business with you. That's not it. That's not it. One of the elephants said, "Hey, the mosquito here. They always sucking. They sponsor people now. We're not gonna do business with you." The trust level was not there. And the Chinese decided we're not going to do business. And not because you're not joining with them. So don't make it seem like President Baka has sold out Liberia. That is not true. President Baka is doing business with the Chinese because the Chinese believe they have a partner to do business with a clear understanding. I read that. I read what President Baka said. Let me read that again. During the groundbreaking. Let me read that again. So in case, like I said, CDC and sedition, they may you're looking at here. Eh? He's not here to play down. He's not here to say, oh, CDC, not, no. When I see you coming, I'm ready intellectually. Because I know you people are very smart. I'm not one of those that are going to take you for granted. When I see you crawling, I crawl with y'all. When I see you walking, we walk together. I'm not going to take any kinds of things for granted. Because I know CDC has the power to come by. If I don't want CDC to come by and I don't want them to succeed, it will be strictly based on policy. It has nothing to do with hate. Because many sedition, I'm a kingsman or kingswoman, whatever you want to call it. From the same place, we speak the same dialect. Many sedition. Many sedition. We got some sedition among us when we go to the Grand Leader Association convention. But sit down, he said, yeah, go sit down over there. So we know. So I'm not going to say because I don't agree with former president, we are a CDC on policy, therefore I'm going to hate them. No, I got no hatred in them. If anything, I pray that CDC will be around for a long time. From the opposite side, in the opposition, now over there, now the executive mansion. No. I don't want, why would I want CDC at the executive mansion? Why would I want CDC at the executive mansion? To put me back in the hole again? Eh? You think I would sit down here for CDC to put me back in the hole again? No, we're not going to do that. So, President, we had statement. Y'all who say, man, you able to come back. You see the politics he playing. Hello, America. When our president, Chinese refused to do the whole part that you see, they're putting down right now. That development they were after me to join them. And I refused. So they said, okay, say you small mosquito and you don't want the two elephant fighting, you don't want to join us. We're not doing that. They won't say that true. So if it's the truth, but that's not what the Chinese said. The Chinese said, let me read that. You know, one thing I love about the reading business, the paper business, the reading business, you can say exactly as it is. Okay. Let me begin by expressing President Waka now. President Waka, the leader of the rescue movement, the father of the nation. Maestro, I heard you brought talent out tonight. God President, we are opening the door. We're gonna walk right into it. Let me let me begin by expressing the government of the Republic of Liberia deep gratitude to the People's Republics of China for this ongoing generosity in supporting Liberia economic transformation. President Baka. Now the ambassador who near Yan Wu yeah whatever need described the project as a symbol of the deepened strategic partnership. He said gossip ship. Samson too. He's a gossip ship. He said, oh, I'm going to America. I'm going to report you. You think I'm reporting business? That one will take us back to the executive mansion to report the some playground children. Oh, that what he say? I hear you. I hear what he say. I'm going to tell mama. Go tell mama. Go tell papa. President Waka is saying, go tell papa. President Waka is saying, fear nothing but to do wrong. Let me read that again. Okay? Deepening strategic partnership between the two countries built on. Will you please? I don't get your juice here tonight. I beg you. Yeah, man. They look at things after I stole her juice. 2 weeks ago, I stole her juice. She's still coming here to come disturb me because she thinks I stole her juice. I'm still no juice tonight. Yeah, you see what I'm drinking. The water here. Yeah, man, my granddaughter, she believes I stole her juice. Well, I stole it some time ago. But she still, the crime, I was investigated and I was clear by my wife that I didn't steal no juice. I borrowed the juice. So why you come here, come here, plow with me for? But let me go on. Let her do a juice confusion business. I here tonight to talk about the president. So the Chinese, let me bring in Rescue 2. Rescue 2, good evening. Thank you for joining me. Let me read it. The Chinese are saying strategic partnership between the two countries built on sincerity, real result, affinity, and good faith. Well, they couldn't find in President we are. So, if you're making that kind of statement, if President we are saying, they myself we agreed to build a project, but because they wanted me to join them, they fight with United States. They wanted me to join them, but I refused, and that's why they decided not to do the project. And the Chinese are saying here, public. That's what I'm going by. I'm not going by God say, who say, why, and what have y'all not there? Y'all not in the room with President we are. I can speculate, and I'm very good at that. Yeah, please, man. Okay, so let me go on. The Chinese came back and made a public statement to say we're opening this thing up because we have partners that we can trust. We have partners that we can work with. So, former President, we are. Thank you for bringing it up. But like I said before, I'm not one of those who will lay us, he's not coming by. You're bringing we two way together intellectually, respectfully, and everything else. Because many of sedition are my brothers and friends. You got I number 9 here. He's a friend. But he's a sedition. I don't hate them. But I'm not going to disguise them. I'm not going to take them for granted. I number 9 here, very smart young man, very intellectual, highly educated. I remember count this guy and say, man, I coming back. The strategy they're putting together. I will be ready at all time. Let me bring in a rescue too. Terry, thank you for joining me tonight. We appreciate it. What's on your plate, sir?
Yeah, Liver, how you doing?
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll just be with you for a short while and then I'll
Okay.
be. But yeah, my attention was drawn to Louis Brown today, speaking in regards to the Venezuela stuff. And to Tomofala today spoke some mysterious words that seems to be, you know, clouding the judgment of the political spheres in Liberia.
Mm.
Yeah, and I thought that hey, Happy New Year, Eric McGill. Yeah, I thought that was something. Louis Brown position today. I don't know if he consulted the president before he made it statement that he made. And I'm beginning to think that
What
Louis
what did
Brown,
what did he say? I heard he's not CDC inside of pretending to be.
in that CDC, man, Louis Brown is a child stealer, man. And that child stealer, you know, of that child stealer feeling is still in him, you know. They kind of got some kind of antagonistic position against the United States. You know, from saying that child stealer saga. Most of the people that came with child stealer, they don't like America business. So I really don't know why they put him over there. But again, and I don't know whether if he consulted the president before making the statement he made today. I really don't know if he consulted the president. But I don't think the statement he made, if Trump here, it will do well for Liberia. I don't think so. I pray,
He will be gone.
I pray that Trump don't listen to that statement, or I don't know diplomatically, you know, and all of that. And I pray if the president himself can hear that thing, I don't know if they're gonna recall him, but the position, if he made that statement with the acquiescence of the president, then it's
Where
fine.
can I find that video?
It's in the chat room. I posted in the chat.
Okay.
It's in
What,
the on the of the messenger in the messenger chat room.
okay.
So the guy talking about siding with the law
Go
and
ahead.
the
Carry on a little bit. I'll
Venezuelan
be.
people, blah blah blah, all the kind of stuff. So I think Louis Brown has an issue, and the president got to look into it before it put Liberians in America in trouble with the United States. Right now, we are the only country in the region that Trump has not put visa restriction, immigration pause, and all the kind of thing on. We have good rapport with Trump and his administration, but Trump is a man who don't bite, he don't blow.
But,
When you come for him, he will come for you.
but what I think will happen, I think
You see.
I have not seen it, but I believe you. If it's that bad, most likely he will be recalled, and then the foreign minister was straighten things up with uh, Rubio because she had a good relationship with Rubio, and so I'm not that concerned. The only thing is, what if he says something like that, and what would make the American a little bit ease off is for him to be recalled. I don't know why they decided to
So
put him
I'm
over there.
sending it to your personal chat right now.
Thank you, thank you.
You see it in your chat, your personal chat.
Yeah, I can. I don't know why would they? I don't, those are some of the things, and Louis Brown being sent over there most likely have to do with Unity Party, not President Bakai, not
Yes.
President Bakai. Okay,
I,
so
I, I- you know, and myself, well, I heard that thing, I hear his position and all the kind of thing. You know, you always have to be on the side of America because given the position, giving the America is an allied nation to Liberia, and with the support they're giving us, we being on the non-permanent seat, I think it's a representation also of the United States. You know, so you have to be careful with certain statements. I don't know, maybe it's the diplomatic position and things like that. He spoke in a diplomatic tone, but his tone was not fine to in regards to the United States of America. The tone he was giving and the statement he made diplomatically did not seem it don't look correct for us. And I pray. that either the president will call him, or I pray that Trump don't take it to be a something, but that is not a good thing. And Trump do not take these kind of things for granted. You know.
Is he? Is
Oh,
he? Is he? One of the three Hebrew?
Yeah, another three Hebrew boy. What joke? Yeah. That
this
is,
No,
is
but on the very serious note, did he not get recalled from the UN
this
before?
is
he did. President, we are recall him. I don't know why JB then brought the man back to that place. I still can't phantom
Terry,
why they brought the man to that
Terry,
place. I don't know.
Terry, Terry.
Who call you
Yeah, Mr. So.
when you come?
Eh,
When you come
No,
in,
listen. I'm not. I'm just here for 1 minute. If I advise old man behind the scene and he refused to listen to me, then I will treat him the way he should be treated. Just how you don't listen to people. We come on 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. What's the time now? The time is 9:01.
so what's wrong with
You
that?
come and your mob run cha 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 talk
So,
all kinds of things upside down.
so what's wrong
Terry
with
come and join you. You get no idea what Louis Brown was saying.
that?
You're
Mhm.
telling Joseph Boyka to withdraw him. You have not seen the statement. That's why you're supposed to be looking for when you come here. You own George. We are past glory. But what is this?
That
Is
way
that
you
what
gotta
we're going
let-
to be? Is that what we're going to be on for this 2026 again? Louis Brown spoke like a diplomat.
What did he say?
Louis Brown
The one,
learned a
the one, the one,
lesson.
the
Hold
one,
on. You
one,
don't
the
know
one you're
nothing
talking
about
about
it.
now.
Hold on.
I'm listening to it.
You know, they just told you before you start going, and I'm
I'm
going to put it
you're
in you.
listening
I'm
to
going to
me.
put you because you just drown yourself with this, Josh. We are. I don't know where we. You're supposed to be focusing on your old man. You're not doing it. Well,
Why you
you.
gotta go with the old stuff tonight? Where's that one going? Well,
Well,
how's that
well,
gonna?
because I'm
How's that
sick and
gonna?
tired of this thing
How's that
here.
gonna benefit? He's the president of the republic. He's the father of the nation. Just say the
Is he
father
not
of
old
the
man?
nation.
Is he
Father
not?
of the. I prefer you say
I
father of
don't
the
care.
nation.
No, but I say, but I can tell you, Terry, Louis Brown spoke like a diplomat. You know, when
I
a
understand.
foreign mission said, butter your bread, right? Did not say you should put sand in the gari. And Louis Brown did learn a lesson when he voted against USA. He saw the reaction. So why you want to say what to condemn to have condemned America about you get border with Venezuela? What kind of diplomatic ties do you have with Venezuela, or what is it? He made a statement, and that was a diplomatic statement, plain clear cut. So what I
So
trying
you
to
so
listen
you
to
don't
is
so you don't think it's almost like a stand against the US for the action on Venezuela? You don't think his statement is in that direction?
not at all. But I will see you in protest of this liberal until he's changed his behavior, until he understands that we come here 8 o'clock. If he cannot do his summary in 5 minutes and he expects people to wait, that is unacceptable and decision will be taken. Your good night. I will see you on Wednesday.
Oh. But Mr. So you bring in a topic now, then you come and run away. That is not fair to us. You know, you try to bring the juice inside now, then you're running away and all of that. You're leaving all your money in the balance. I'll send it to you, Clarence Jackson, Clarence David. Check your email. I mean, not your email, but your inbox, your messenger. The video is there. He spoke diplomatically. His jargons, his intellectual, the diplomatic nuances. He used all of that, but to me, it was a stand against the U.S. That what I think. Well, Mr. So can say, he spoke well and thing, but oh, labor, you listening to it? Yeah, it's a short video. It's not even more than 3 minutes. I don't think it's more than 3 minutes. You muted.
I saw that, but I mean, I listened to that in the video you sent me. But I think I have to a little bit go a little bit deeper than that. But if what you're saying, if it is true, then I think, sometimes we let book lead us instead of leading the book. You know, because your president we wrote that made that kind of statement about the Chinese not they didn't work with him because he refused to cooperate with the Chinese. Okay, and I'm trying to make the point. And here comes Louis Brown, a statement. And Trump doesn't fool around. He the kind of thing you were hit by. You were hit by. And just recently he wanted to have a cooperation between him and the Liberian government. You know,
Right.
and for, you know this is not time to this is not time for that kind of politics where you believe you are non-alliance type politics. Those Trump doesn't take kindly of non-alliance business. The Somali and the Trump they're in a fight, and you they're making that statement. Of course, the
Right.
Somali already have the position, and if you're going to come and make that statement, frame it in a way that will be short but precise. You know, and so I really don't. But I will listen to it. I will listen to
Yeah,
it.
you can go and re-listen. I mean, but it's kind of pathetic. In my opinion, for other, if the other presidents like other U.S. president, it's okay. Maybe you can say whatever you want. But Trump do not take this kind of thing lightly, and right now, and
He said from the
that is the
beginning. He said,
Venezuela.
yeah. Let me say
The-
that to Sister Esther. He said from the beginning. He called Ethiopia. I believe that Ethiopia, Somalia, and Liberia. He said and Liberia, his country. So he can't say he was not speaking on behalf of Liberia. He already included Liberia into that stuff.
yeah,
So
but he was speaking to the Venezuela issue.
yeah. So whatever it is, I thought, but um, if Louis Brown think that he's speaking to the like of George Bush or Bill Clinton or Barack Obama and think that way he wants to deal with them from an intellectual standpoint. And they man, but he got time for your book business. He got no sympathy whatsoever for plenty of book people business. He ain't like that one. So we got to. All right, let me see if I can do the recording and play it here.
Yeah, maybe.
Let me see if I can find the recording. Uh, no, well, first of all, let me get it first. Okay, from from Terry. Let us see here. Now I can go on. Say save. All right. So after saving, I hope it's safe. Now let's go here. Uh, okay, save. Let me do this. I hope they will allow us to download. Again, folks, we're just trying to. Terry brought some interesting subject matter here that we're trying to. Okay, download with quality here. Okay, all right, they allow us. Okay, come on. Okay, so let me see. Terry said not a long one, right?
No, I don't. It's not that long.
Okay, folks, we are going to be listening to it the first time here on LPR. So just bear with me as I try to open up. Okay. All right. Now, let's listen to this and let's try to hear it for the first, myself hearing it for the first time. And let's listen in here.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have the honor to deliver this statement on behalf of the A3 members, namely the Democratic Republic of Congo, Somalia, and my own country, Liberia. We thank the presidency for promptly convening this important meeting. We congratulate Somalia on assuming the presidency of the Security Council this month and warmly welcome all new members. The A3 appreciates USG DiCarlo's comprehensive briefing and listened carefully to the remarks offered by civil society representatives. We also welcome the representative of Venezuela and the representatives of the region to this meeting. Mr. President, the A3 aligns itself with the recent communique of the African Union on the situation in the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela and continues to monitor developments there with deep concerns. In particular, we note reports regarding the detention of President Nicolas Maduro and his wife and incidents involving Venezuelan institutions. Such developments present serious challenges not only to Venezuela's internal stability, but also underscore the imperative to safeguard the broader peace and security of the region. The A3 remains steadfast in its commitment to the fundamental principles of international law, including the full respect for the sovereignty and territorial integrity of states as enshrined in the Charter of the United Nations in the interest of regional stability and international peace. We believe these are essential foundations for international cooperation and peaceful coexistence. Our position underscores the importance of dialogue, the peaceful settlement of disputes, and respect for constitutional and institutional frameworks. Mr. President, the complex situation in Venezuela requires a comprehensive response that is both inclusive and nationally owned. We continue to hold that a sustainable and peaceful resolution can only be found through constructive dialogue among Venezuelans themselves, with genuine respect for the aspiration and rights of the Venezuelan people, and with the constructive support of the international community. The A3 expresses its solidarity with the people of Venezuela and reiterates the African Union's commitment to peace, stability, and mutual respect among nations and regions. It's important for all parties, both within Venezuela and in the broader international community, to exercise restraint and responsibility, upholding international law and avoiding any action that could escalate tension or threaten regional stability. The A3 stands ready to support all efforts within this Council and in cooperation with regional partners to facilitate
a peaceful, inclusive, and lasting resolution to the situation in Venezuela. I thank you.
I thank the representative of Liberia for the statement. And
Well, I believe is a little bit. Um, this is what I'm gonna say. Louis Brown, on your business. But on a very serious note, I found it I will find it very difficult to believe that Louis Brown will make such a statement without consulting the foreign minister nor consulting the president of the Republic of Liberia. I think that paper that he read most likely must have been approved by the president.
But Dr. Malik come on the show and give us some of the
Hey,
precision. Huh?
the men who come from Grand Jack and they finish eating fire code and now you can't come in and come bring on here. Thank you. Not talk good thing here. So no, on a very serious note, Terry. So I think he was very measured in his selection of words. However, like I stated, Trump is not your Bill Clinton. It's not your Barack Obama. It's not your George Bush first and George Bush second. This is a guy who is in a league of his own, completely.
Right.
Now, I think if I can hear his name again tonight. Um, there was a situation I was going to talk about, and this is what Trump fits in, I believe. Now, Louis Brown, to say that you are with the people of Venezuela,
Mm.
when we yet to know exactly where the people of Venezuela stands. So what happened tomorrow? If these people start committing acts of unbecoming, will you go back to take your word? If people start damaging and start destroying things either inside or outside of Venezuela in the name of Venezuela people, where do you stand? You know, sometimes I don't know what sometimes we do to ourselves. You got Liberians,
But
many
Liber, to add to what you're saying, right? Where was Louis Brown when the arsenal of the American arsenal were on the water, telling Charles Taylor to leave Liberia? Where was he? He talking about international law, observing international law, respect, showing respect for the people and international law, all that kind of stuff. Dr. Mali will understand the nuances of the diplomatic expression. You see the other guy over there, because I think that those are the three non-permanent guys that are on the non-permanent seat: Congo, Somalia, and Liberia. I think that is what is called the A3 black or whatsoever. But here is the thing. America, that is how America run their show, to deliver the countries from tyrannic leader or dictatorial leadership. That's how they saved Liberia. And Charles Taylor was advised to leave the country. And people from presidents from France and other countries had to come to talk him out of it. Before, where was the American? Where was America at that time? They were right on your sea. So when Charles Taylor said, God willing, I will be back. So, so we gotta be, I don't know, but maybe again, I don't want anything to be what they call. Maybe that is the right diplomatic language that was given to him. Maybe he consulted the foreign ministry, maybe they consulted the president, and the president gave the go ahead that this is our position and thing. Because he made it clear in the statement that this is our position. And he went forward. But I don't want to just dwell on that. But in my opinion, I don't know how I feel about it, but the feeling I feel about it from my stomach is not feeling right. But
But
again,
this is how I view the whole thing here. When Charles Taylor was driven out of Liberia, those who supported Charles Taylor have never forgiven America.
Thank you. That's
So
my point.
whenever they have an opportunity, they want to replay that
Thank
to
you.
say if I was in this position, this was going to be my statement. And now this has happened to Venezuela. I think Honorable Brown, Ambassador Brown, now see it fit to speak for what happened to Charles Taylor without saying his name. I don't believe that Honorable Brown was speaking strictly with the issue of Venezuela. I think it's much, much deeper than that. And I think if I don't think the president would distance himself from Louis Brown's statement. And if they start hearing the news that Americans are complaining, Louis Brown might be called for consultation. And Louis Brown, once he get called, he most likely gonna resign. He's not gonna get called and then come back.
Right.
So when that happens, then we know what is happening. Okay. However, CDC now they will push this so it becomes
That's my point.
CDC will
Becomes a
push it.
problem.
They will push this so it becomes a conflict within the Unity Party
Yes.
hierarchy.
That is why I brought it up.
Those who suggested for Louis Brown to be appointed will be on one side, and those who were against will be on the other side to say, "We told you so." And it's going to be a nasty fight. And President Barker, like I said, God don't give you anything that you can't handle.
Mm.
And I think he's in a good position as an experienced president. He's in a good position to handle this. And well, let's wait and see. Let's wait and
Yeah.
see. But I think I think this is not time for amenities. This is not time to bring your LU component to the UN. You know, what is it? South South, the not South South thing here. You know,
And this is your first time, your
mhm.
first approach,
Yes,
your
since
first challenge
yeah,
since taking over. And I think there were three there, and the three of them selected Louis Brown. I don't know why. I don't know if it was based on, and all of that.
now I'm gonna speculate. In their three meetings, Louis Brown was vocal. The city people did the same thing to us. They removed our president.
Never how when
Okay.
you thought I want that you I
Oh
go
no,
inside. I will come out later. Let me go pick up
okay.
my
I got
daughter.
my talking. I got my talking point. You know, to say the people did this thing to us before. Let me go. But here's the interesting thing: he did not condemn. That's something to watch for as well. So if these people start making a big deal of it at the executive mansion in the inner circle of President Bagai, I think what will win the day for those who will be in support of to be in support of Louis Brown is that Louis Brown did not condemn the action of the United States. He didn't go that far. But what those who perhaps will argue against Louis Brown still in that position will be that he's on the side with the Venezuelan people. So what if the people take in the street tomorrow? America is trying now, is hoping to send oil mogul, to send oil baron to Venezuela to start company over there. Why if the Venezuelan people start damaging American property in Venezuela? Then where will Louis Brown stand now? I'm not into international policy and what have you. I'm just gonna speculate. Mr. So why you run away? Come back now. Why you run away? You scared of me? Your call, Mr. Soya, the CEO, you scared of me? You know exactly why he ran away because I was getting ready to, nyama nyama all tonight. The liberal, I had to come, boyfriend. I was gonna say, hmm? Why you run away? Okay, let me leave you. So, let me go back. Mr. So, you think I come here, I don't talk what the government, wait till I come back. You see, Dr. Mali, he come from Liberia, you want to open more again? He ain't talk again. Oh. But I will go and come and I will have video, drone. Drone. You want me to show you the drone I got? Okay, tomorrow night I will set it up. I will fly right here so you can see. I'm not here for Pumbaya or what have you. I'll fly my drone right here. Dr. Mari told your own. So again, Samson told Labrador Public Radio, I don't know what the CEO come running here and run away. Because he said you're going to be here with me tonight. I didn't know you were going to run away. But anyhow, my Esther, I made an announcement yesterday. I want to thank you very much for all of you guys. My son passed and you guys are there. You've been there for us. Your donation was very, 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 very received in good faith. My Esther, thank you and your family very much. I will be going to bury him at the end of the month. I will be traveling to Liberia, and I want to thank you and thank you very much. Your contribution was very, very much helpful. Thank you, ma. I mean, we come on this platform, we poke jokes and things like that from time to time. We don't agree on a lot of stuff, but when it comes to family issues, you've always been there for us. And we say thank you. Thank you very much. Many of you that call, um, and express your sympathy, we appreciate it. And the reason why I decided to come back on this here, because here on this platform, I feel at home, even if I'm hurting. But when I come on this platform and interact with the like of Aaron Bluffler, the like of Breakable, Wilter Carter, Ma Esther, Ma Fatuma, all of you guys, Clarence David, all of you guys, and the people on the phone, Telly Lion, all of you guys, the lovable giant, Tubasi, all of you guys, when I come here and have interaction with, I feel relieved. Then for me to coop up in a room, it's painful, very painful. And I don't wish that on any on not even my, I don't have enemy, but not even on anybody that I like everybody. But I don't wish that on anybody anyway. It's not a pleasant experience whatsoever. Okay. So again, I just want to thank all of you. Mr. So specifically, I want to also thank you very much for your involvement. But I adjure you see you. If the board chair is you got problem, I adjure to make sure to console the board chair. I wanted your job title and your job description is to make sure the board chair is all right at all times. The kind of thing you can do to the board chair behind the scene. If I tell people right now, they'll tell me, say, fire him. But I'll not tell them right now, I'll hold my peace until I get my thing. One that thing I'm looking for. I have it in my hand. I see you must say that bamboo di bakola. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. Thank you guys very much. Yes, you come and chakla everything now. But I'm a middle knee. My Esther, you think I come to come just say thank you and leave? No, I gotta be ridiculous. I come in chakra. Oh my goodness, Dr. Miles, thank you very much. I wish you would come and join me tonight. Let's have a conversation on this. No, but on a very serious note, if I was CDC and sedition, I would stay out of this one. I would stay out of this one because when you get involved, you will give room for those that are against Louis Brown to get him removed, and they will put people who over there will be sycophants, praise singer, and that's what you want. Let me open the line. Let me open the line. Give us a call here now. Oh, what happened? What did I do? I hope I'm still there. Yes. But what did I do? Alfonso Ablin. Anything go wrong, Alfonso? Yeah, my number here, folks. Give me a call, 916-533-2048, and ask me any question you want to ask. So, I will end it up. Sam, Mr. Soul, he came and gone already. I will continue to read the Moja, I mean, not Moja, the pie and the two-way party issue. So I will continue to read. When I hear your phone call, I will stop the reading and pick up your call. So where was I? Okay. So they say recognition. Remember now they're writing again. Folks, Samson told Labropa Radio, I'm done with President. We are in his statement already. I will, however, like I said, I will engage. But are you a cancel the transition? I say you the good CEO. You one of the best CEO. Are you a cancel my are you a hold on 1 minute, let me merge this. Are you a cancel the transition? I say you the best CEO. You know, I don't say anything bad. Why you cancel it? Let a transition go on. Big good CEO. You're the best CEO. Go ahead. Call us Samson to Labra Public. Go ahead before Walter Cutter coming. What's your name? Where you're calling from?
My name is Jackson. I just want to clarify today. If you listen to the information minister today, he clarified. So it's not Liberia position. This morning, but this afternoon, if you listen to Jeremy Pierre, he clarified to say that was just the E3. So if tomorrow he will clarify Liberia position. So it's Liberia, but when you listen to the reading, right? I mean, the reading is clear that it did not condemn American behavior, right?
Right.
So the reading is just like diplomatic. You got to be peaceful. It's all about peace.
So if what you're saying, if which you have no reason to lie, but if this is what we're going by, why would the information minister come and clarify the statement of a city ambassador to the UN? Why would you want to clarify that if he says something that is in the interest of the Liberian people?
It's because people are criticizing everything.
But no, hold on now.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. If the ambassador says something that is in the interest of the Liberian people, and because other people on the other side politicizing it, does it give you now the reason to come and clarify something? You're only clarifying something that you don't agree with, or you only clarifying something that perhaps there's some a misunderstanding in there. So is that what this is? Is that what they want to clarify?
Like Mr. Toh, I just feel like somebody came to you, or maybe you heard. Maybe somebody came to you. Probably you saw somebody talking funny thing about you on social media, and maybe you want to just clarify. Oh, it was not me that said this, blah blah blah. You have to clarify, right? Because all on the social media, I think it happened around our time, Minnesota time. It will be like maybe 11, 12. So you got to clarify because everybody, like most of citizens were putting it on their social media page. So I think this afternoon on class below there. I think that was the last statement he made before leaving. He said tomorrow we'll hear from him more. So I don't think even he don't want to clarify. I don't think even I will know Trump, but I don't think the statement is like America. Liberia is condemning America, or the A3 is condemning America. Why they have to go in there? No, it's just diplomatic. They want
Okay.
peace. They want peace. I think they can do it better way. They're thinking about peace. Something could spark up. But I don't. If you read, we all listen to his reading. I think his reading is clear. Now, just like we have a three people, we have a three person, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to communicate or brainstorm over something to say.
Okay.
But,
all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's any bad thing. So tomorrow, listen to him. He'll clarify most of that thing.
Okay. I hope so. So that we'll be able to. Okay. Thank you very much, my brother. We appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. We'll talk culture. Let's hear from you.
Thank you, Mr. So. Thank you. Look, Louis Brown. We have to be concerned. Louis Brown came out in defense of the people of Venezuela, right? He came in defense of the people of Venezuela. Who are the people he referring to? Not the Irish Venezuelan. He talking about the president because he talking about sovereignty. Who should respect international law, international sovereignty. He wasn't trying to say in essence. When the post speak diplomatic relationship, we're not going to say we condemn America. He said we should respect international law. What is international law? All the countries I spoke to, they said the same thing. They said for a country to go and to hijack another president, sitting president for the country was wrong. And don't forget, this thing is going to go deep because we should just pray that Trump and the American government, they don't really take serious what they said. Because, take for example, right now, Uma from Minnesota, all the things she said about Trump made Trump so angry that he sent a lot of troops into Minnesota now. They have begun arresting people who they've been watching for so long for all kinds of stuff. They got to find some kind of way to arrest you. So people who know all around America, poor community, different fraud. But they're seeking up the Somalian community in Minnesota right now, and they're hunting them for people who live here or green card, who live here, and people who do all kinds of stuff. They even arrested all like people in Minnesota today. It's all on social media. This guy, he's a citizen, but ICE went there and they arrested him. So these things have serious implications. I think Louis Brown should, like you said, this medicine said it's not time. You can diplomacy right now. What Charter did like correct people, we all know was not correct. You cannot sit there and justify Charter going to jail when all the years are passed now. All the years that passed now. You cannot justify. Can I can't justify what? Can I can't justify that?
Okay. All right.
There's no way you can justify it. You can justify. But again, it has serious problem. When it comes to diplomacy for Louis Brown, the way he acts, and that's the reason why President we are calling him back because of statement he made during the time of his sentence as president. Yeah, he made a statement.
All right. Thank you.
Sad, yeah.
Thank you, Walter, because I appreciate it. Okay. Again, folks, Samson told Labro Pub Radio. I'm going to let that go now and just talk strictly about this. I'm going to be reading this paper here. I'm a little bit tired too tonight, to be honest. I'm tired. I broke. When you got money, the energy level will go high. But when you broke, your energy level go low. Who get test to die? Or everybody have got money, so they don't know where it means to be broke. Oh, Jesus Christ, thank you for everything. Okay, let me take this. Samson to Labrador, what's your name? Where you're calling from? What's on your mind?
Hey, hi, Mr. Tu. This is Koto calling from New Jersey.
Okay, man, Koto, good evening. Thank you for calling. What's on your mind, man?
Yeah, I just wanted to throw a little light on what the statement was like today, and what other people concern may be about the announcement made by Ambassador Louis Brown. Are you there?
We're listening to you live all over the world.
Okay. Okay. What sometimes diplomatic messages are like that is because when the people are speaking, they speak on behalf of the affected country, and that has to be Venezuela. And while it is true that the invasion was done, there were four counts on which the invasion was done, and that is it had been turned between I think 2003 up to 2015. That the indictment had been on the Venezuela president. That being said, we have to speak on behalf of the Venezuela citizen. You can't just come out in making a statement to speak on behalf of America. And the point about it, and you rightly said, there was not a case where they did not they accepted the doing of America. What they have to do as a United Nations is to support the affairs of the people in Venezuela. So when he is speaking that minor, and I like how it was, because if they have just come to say, oh, we criticize Venezuela or we criticize the United States for doing what they did, then it would have been a side taking. But I think what was said is diplomatic process. You have to be concerned about the people of Venezuela. Why it is true that the president did act on account of what he did, and the counts are there: drug trafficking, kidnapping, and the full counts about equipment and things like that he, as the president, was charged for. It is not supporting the people of Venezuela. It is against the people of Venezuela, because it's the people in Venezuela that act is committed against. So they have to stand with the people of Venezuela. So that's why statement like that comes in. Because if the United Nations just that, because America is almost like I think either 60 to 65% of support to the United Nations, they cannot stand to support the people on which are affected. And I think they're where they come. And Louis Brown is no longer just as Liberian when he's speaking. He speaks on behalf of the United Nations.
Okay. Thank you.
So, well, I see other people just say, oh, Liberia taking inside, Liberia taking inside. It's not Liberia taking inside. It's the United Nations statement, and they are taking that side as the United Nations.
Thank you. Thank you for the clarification. We appreciate it.
So, I think you were asking for why is the minister coming to make clarity. The minister will come to make clarity because the people of Liberia do not know how international decisions are made. And Louis Brown being represented there, he has to represent Liberia under United Nations.
Okay.
So it's
Liberian people, you know that one. They need clarity on it.
No,
okay.
It's not. You will understand. I will understand it, but some of the Liberians will not understand.
Oh, okay. All right.
So clarity has to be made.
Thank you. Thank you, Mom.
Yes,
I appreciate it.
Understand, but let's understand the society under which we come.
Okay.
Clarity we already know.
Okay, hold on. Let me merge rescue 3 here. Rescue 3.
That is right, or anybody is doing in this government is right. We are just saying everything that is doing is against, not knowing it is an international play that is being going on.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you very much. Okay, all right.
And also today is my birthday, and I just wanted to throw that in.
Happy birthday. That why you relaxing. That why you relaxing like that. Kagan, yeah,
Yeah,
for honor your
today my
tune.
birthday.
Today your birthday, you're relaxing. Happy birthday, madam.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. Happy
And
25th,
I
25th.
concerning yeah, I'm still standing by concerning your son issue. I'm going to terminate it. Come in this week
Okay.
before you leave. Thank you so
All
much.
right. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much for even stating that. We appreciate it. Thank you
All
very
right.
much. All right. Okay, bye. Rescue 2, let's hear from you. I mean, Rescue 3, let's hear from you.
Hey, Mr. How you doing?
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, I listened to the view from the three person I call, but where my question lies is, what is the statement from the Secretary General UN? And like UN coming to represent UN today. Although the non-African, I don't know what seat that the African are there in their three countries. Why Nigeria should be the one to speak on behalf of the other three? Because there's a saying that say that you are soup on the fire that you don't want your neck can be long. And knowing fully well the state in which the whole world is in, look at the leadership of the greater country in the world. So because people, the interpretation of this other will be different. The three countries, none of the representatives spoke. But the person representing Nigeria to the UN is the one getting that spoke. So I really want to see the statement that the Secretary General for UN qualified before I can really analyze Louis Brown speak today. But to me, I don't think they speak that he made is really fair to America. No different. Because listen to the answer they speak. He said the president of Venezuela was arrested with his wife and he was jailed. So who is he pointing finger at? They're different. Like our super is not in Venezuela. The higher money we get in our country, we're talking about MCD guarantee, and you're talking about Venezuela. Our super is not in our place. So to me, it is critical because if any reaction comes from SP to God tomorrow, will affect our country, not only affect Louis Brown, will affect the entire country. So let's see the clarification of being made by the information minister tomorrow on a briefing of the Ministry of Information prime briefing. But to me, it's not fair to like America. Don't be free and say the truth. It's not fair to the country. They may have kidnapped people in our country, destroy, kill Americans in our country. If you're being arrested for the crime that he committed, he should bear the full weight of it. So why Nigeria? What is the statement of the UN Secretary General? So we are the ones that represent the Secretary General. You and I getting the hosting, it getting as a nation to contain America. It's a complete condemnation. Don't be afraid to say it. Thank you for the show, Mr. Tor.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Rescue 3. We appreciate it. Again, folks, that will be the last call of the day. Okay, I got 10 more minutes here. Let me just finish reading this letter, reply to the letter. So the progressive are saying here, they're giving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 point. So it's a membership. The Progressive Alliance of Liberia is a members-based political organization of workers, students, and rural peasants in Liberia. In keeping with your query about our members, we are pleased to state our disposition to provide you the best evidence available. At least in a case generally acceptable in law, the presence of our member at the palace and time, at the presence of our member at the place and time of your convenience. You want to know, they're telling Chelsea, you want to know our membership? Call us, we'll bring our member. In the cause of the people, the members of the Progressive Alliance of Liberia are all citizens of Liberia. We, perhaps, unlike some people in our country, here, listen to the one else. They're going to throw them on the bus. We, perhaps unlike some people in our country, do recognize an aboriginals on the part of each citizen to exhibit the fairness, equity of Petunia, being his brother keeper, acting in the cause of every other citizen, acting in the cause of the people. We believe that it is upon such a principle that the concept of total involvement has been built in the cause of the people. You're gonna criticize you're gonna criticize progressive for using the cause of people. Talk about over there. The man who employ you. You have total involvement in the cause of the people. The struggle continues. The Republic of Liberia has declared a war against ignorance, disease, and poverty. In order to win this war against the enemies, a prolonged struggle ensues. As protect citizens, as patriotic citizens, we are all engaged in it, as we suppose you are, in the cause of the people. But I like the way Pa evaded that in the cause of the people, the struggle continues. And sometimes sincerity sometimes elude us. To be honest with you, you're saying here the government of President Tabo, the Republic of Liberia, had declared war against ignorance, disease, and poverty. And in order to win this war against these enemies, a prolonged struggle ensues. As as patriotic citizens, we are all engaged in it. So that's what they mean by struggle continue against poverty. La against two we party. What wrong you? In the instance that you are at any time interested in further information about our organization, please feel free to notify us. In the cause of the people, the struggle continues. Progressively, Gabriel Bacchus Matthew, Chairman. The Progressive Alliance of Liberia has responded to the query of Honorable Chessing. This case is considered closed, but it wasn't. It wasn't. A year later, the same document that Chessing wrote came back to haunt him. Power wishes to note the Jara Wea has been released. So the guy who the whole team started when start Power making noise, they releasing Grand Yuda County quick. As far as I know, no such struggle exists in Liberia. Joseph F. Chessy, Minister. Power call on October for all party conference. This was a very interesting one. It was so interesting. Like I said, sometimes I can be wondering, I've way from total. Why was I involved in the people thing here? Small boy, I said, why was doing the people thing? Because I go to Egypt, I think I'm man now. I was not man at the time. When the shooting started happening on Johnson Road, yips, 1979, flips, I was gone in my house. I was a little boy. Why I was involved. On October 22nd, 1979, the Progressive Alliance of Liberia convened a press conference at its headquarters on Geddes Street. On behalf of PAR, the chairman read the following statement. The Progressive Alliance of Liberia wishes to express its concern about the strain and tension on which our country labor at this time. Yeah, where that tension and strain come from, oh man? From us, the progressive. We wanted to dislodge the two-way party. Two-way party are resisting the process. That's tension. From all indication, many of the citizens of our country are expecting a crisis. So you see where I'm going with this thing? Yeah, this is back in 1979, October. And people already knew that the process that was going on at the time was not sustainable. It was just a matter of time for the society to collapse. It was just a matter of time for the Tui party to collapse. It was just a matter of time for the Tui party to be overthrown. There was nothing else that was going to stop it. I'm saying it again. I said it before, and I'm saying it again. The reason why it took that long, I believe, it was people like Mama Musa then that used to play football. Because when things get hard in Monrovia, some of the surrogate of the Tui party, they will put a game from my perspective. That's what I believe. They will put a game and then we'll go watch game. You come from football game, you arguing, you able to talk about politics. I hear Barrow play. That the time you talk progressive, I beg you, man. IE and Barrow, Mama Musa, Kofi Bruce. Then I talk politics, me, Kofi Bruce, Tierra, Waka Heron then. Oh man, I beg you, man, let me start. Those people finish playing football. I saw them. I am Barrow. You saw Santa Maria then play football. Paul brother, they play. About not then they play. Saba Meyer. Fucking Nicky Brown. Oh, then I kind of play our conference talk politics. I got no time for that. So that's how this thing was postponed from my perspective. But let's move on. Let's move on. From all indication, many of the citizens of our country are expecting a crisis. We believe that Liberia already has won. A crisis of confidence, a crisis of leadership, a crisis of moral principle, a crisis of commitment, a crisis of the very goal and direction of Liberian society. Some people, at least those who would have seen, who would see beyond others, believe there is going to be a conflict. This is 1979. There is going to be a conflict, a violent confrontation. The Bacchus Mafia talking about a violent confrontation, and that our countries is rapidly moving towards an inevitable uplix. The conflict was coming. There was nothing. It was like a train. You're driving and you get stuck on the track and the train boring towards you. And you're like, what do I do? Or a deer, like a two-way party was like a deer got caught in the lights. They couldn't move. They tried everything. And many people rejected them. Now, what I thought would have happened that would have avoided their removal from power was to call for an election. Call these people bluff. The progressive, they were popular with the young people. And many young people would not go to the poll to vote at that time. The older folks in the interior that loved the two-way party, that loved the people like Richard Tubber, President Tubber and the rest of the people, they were going to re-elect the two-way party group. But they were afraid. They were scared, completely scared. We only informed the public that some leader of the two-way party registered in a meeting with us. The fact that they are going to fight. Two-way party member, when they had a meeting with Bacchus Mafia, they were telling them, we will fight. You're not going to get this thing easily. You'll win, good, but we'll fight. We, for our part, stand ready to resist. Full force. Any action against us, we stand ready to prove that no little group of men can be strong than all the people. That was the reply they were giving to two-way party. And you think Liberia are going to stand still? Liberia, the chaotic situation was coming. There was nothing going to stop it. We do believe, however, that these, and Bacchus Mafia having the press conference now, we do believe, however, that these trying times call for true patriot and sober-minded people. This time call for men who are strong enough to be flexible. He's speaking directly to President Tova. To be flexible. Men who are great enough to know that it is more honorable to avoid fight than to be able to fight. Men who are more honorable to avoid a fight than to be able to fight. You are speaking to them. Yes, these difficult times call for men who believe in this country enough to realize that the things that divide us here should never be permitted to become more important than the things that unite us. At this point, we were told when Bacchus Mafia and his people realized, I told you guys before, many of the progressive, then the elite progressive, they are connected. They truly have connection with Tui Party. Because some of them, they are member of that Tui Party elite, except they wanted to make sure that people have the right. One man, one vote. Okay, I'm over time now. One man, one vote. And some of them were conflicted. People like Bacchus Mafia, listen to this statement he's making. They were conflicted because they knew the danger that Tui Party was in. The danger of removing them by force. They knew it was coming. And they couldn't find partner across to understand. Because Bacchus Mafia and the progressive, they were in the street of the Monrovia people. They were in the barracks. They knew exactly what was coming. Because when they go to the coconut plantation to speak, the way people react to them, the people will be removed. No matter what, we will get rid of them. When they start hearing no kinds of reply, they think these people don't understand what is happening here. Few people did, but they didn't. Let me finish reading his letter, and I will say good night to all of you. Okay? We, the members of the Progressive Alliance of Liberia, being primarily young people, will not permit ourselves to be easily drawn into a conflict by the men on the other side who feel no accountability for the future. Men who have outlived the present, men who are already relics of the past. This Bacchus Mafia now is putting himself again. He's not doing country conquer. He's putting himself with most of the young people, asking the young people in the Tui Party to open the line. Because the young people have to come into lead. During this year of OAU, 1979, all citizens of Liberia have a special obligation, not only to ourselves, but to all of Africa and the world, to contribute to the preservation of peace and harmony, at least in our country. The Progressive Alliance of Liberia therefore call on Dr. William R. Tubber, the President of the Republic of Liberia, Chairman of OAU, to convene a meeting of the principal leader of the government of Liberia, the Tui Party, the Progressive Alliance of Liberia, the Movement of Justice in Africa, the All People Freedom Alliance, the Liberian National Student Union, the candidates for the mayor, that's Dr. Sawyer, the candidate for the mayor election in Monrovia, and the principal religious leader in Liberia, so that we may all discuss how best we can all contribute to the preservation of peace in our country. We call on President Tubber to fight now. The time is an enemy. In the cause of the people, the struggle continue. When they did that, after the press conference, the high line on the Tui Party, they said, we're not going to have it. These people are going too far. And one of the things they've quickly realized, politics is number game. And they fell within themselves. I will read some stuff from Tui Party here. They felt within themselves that if these people are successful to remove us in order to take power again, it will be difficult the way we are. We can mix with them and successfully infiltrate and become leader again only with their support, but to come in and do the one so say all, it will not happen. And this was an interesting thing. I will read Tuber's statement here. This was an interesting thing. Tuber, on the other hand, was saying not so much of what the progressive was saying, but he also realized very quickly, as a Baptist minister, that indeed it is good for people to have freedom. Tuber was not repressive when it comes to people freedom and what have you. But the highliner of the two-way party was just difficult to deal with. And then I will say to you here tonight, let me read it. When things chakla. When things chakla. Let me read a point here to you. When things chakla. A chakla for the blind. A chakla for the cripple. A chakla for the deaf. A chakla for the dumb. A chakla. Oh, Samson. Hold on. Let me see where was it? Okay. A chakra for the dumb, a chakra for the poor, a chakra for the rich, a chakra for the young, a chakra for the old, a chakra for black, a chakra for the white, a chakra for the nation. One thing chakra, the goat and the sheep pasture in the same field. The eagle and the pepper bird fly the same height. One thing chakra. The cat and the dog eat in the same ditch. When things chakra. Things have chakra in Liberia. We don't have country. We don't have Congo people. When things have chakra, we're all eating from the same bowl. Because Matthew told us back in 1979. And you want to tell me the progressive were not far-sighted? Is that what you want to argue? And you say the progressive, why they were so good? Why come they didn't get power? It's not about the power. It's about one man, one vote. And they understood that they were not going to force their way into power. They were going to allow one man, one vote. And if you have the one man, one vote, so be it. If they don't have it, they will try again. These are pictures of Liberia. Do we have those kinds of people today? Let me go on. One thing's chakla. Confusion takes the land. Many voices are heard. Very few are the truth. It takes men and women, Christian and Muslim, the young, the old, mother and father, to sit and fix things. Maurice Chateau. Chakra fall apart, disorganized. The progressive. Political education. You come to class. I will teach you. What is Pan-African socialism? Some concrete example. A Liberian senator and a chairman of PAR were both guests at a dinner held in Monrovia. You're listening to them. A brief conversation developed between them. Senator, Mr. Matthew, what is socialism? Chairman, socialism is an economic system which places the major means of production into the hands of all the people. The majority means of production are, of course, the tools for the creation of work, such as the plantation and the mine. Chairman, Barker still talking. It might be proof. Interesting to you to know your reason for asking. Senator, some people, and many of them, are in the Senate are afraid of socialism. I told you already, Monreal was tense. People of the other side, the two-way party and the elite, they were scared, completely petrified. Chairman, do you think they know what it is, Senator? They are not thinking of mines and plantation. They are worried about their houses and farms. You own things illegally, and then you're gonna be afraid when it's real owner who own Papa land. You're not hear that record? Who owns Papa land? April 12, who owns Papa land? Man, you're sit down here, you're making flour for small. The stage is already set. The plates have already, the dish are already dished. The kesawali, everything prepared for you, the young people. We finish doing our part. Your goal. You will get there. I will get there with you. I'm not staying behind. I'm not staying behind. I'll be there with you. We're all gonna be there. But the point here is this: the progressive have done their part. Quite recently I came across a video where Dr. Formula was saying, you look at this old man and you want me to come and lead to do what? We did our part. We set the structure. You follow that structure and you will be successful. Yes, Samson told folks. But let me go on and read this. This last part about the senator, very sad. Very sad. Because the senator is telling you exactly what the Senate thinks. Okay? Chairman Bacchus now. The Liberian economy was eventually operate on a principle of African socialism. But the farmer will not lose his farm. Neither will the landlord lose his house. But no one will be permitted to exploit anybody. Nobody will lose anything that was earned through hard work and honest labor. That's all we ask. Don't give me a job because you know me. Give me a job because I can do it. And if I don't do it, fire me. Bring somebody. We got 5 point something million Liberians. And we're only recycling. Recycling. As though the other Liberians are not educated, as though the other Liberians are unable. That's not true. Because you continue to recycle with all ideas, you are now permitting Liberia to live the life of poverty. I told you before, and I'm saying it again. Give Liberians the opportunity to fail. Because that's about the only way you learn. Those of us that you grew up fighting, like fighting, they beat you. So you come by. You got to beat you, go lay down home. No. They beat you right there and then say, I want somebody else. Because in beating you, you learn something. What are the mistakes you made? When the man was punching, did you go that way? Or the man was punching, did you lay back for him to miss you? So you practice those instantly. And you go take on somebody else. Then you whoop that person. That is life. Give Liberians the opportunity to fail. Give young Liberians the opportunity to fail. They will not destroy the land. There are those young Liberians who will be willing to fail. However, they will learn in the process. This is what we say. Okay? So let me go. In fact, more people should end up with small farms and houses because the possibility for this being so small uh, for this being so shall be greatly increased under the African socialist system. Indeed, the objective of African socialism is to promote social justice by expanding opportunity for everyone, and rather not to seize anybody's house, land, shop, car, or wife. Why am I seizing somebody's wife? Because my view went way back in the country and brother one in there. Okay? Socialism also implies systematic planning, regulation of the economy for the purpose of ensuring each individual an opportunity to improve the material condition of its existing. We don't have that. Okay? There are people in our society who like to believe that socialism is opposed to relations. In socialist country and even in communist country, the churches exist. The church exists. Some people do tend to forget that the Pope is from the communist country. There are also those who have their words confused, as was the case of the permanent Liberian lawyer who said, I do not believe in socialism. I will always believe in democracy. The gentleman did not know that democracy is a political idea whose closer opposite is dictatorship. Socialism, however, is an economic idea. The Progressive Alliance of Liberia. I want to thank all of you again tonight, and we will do this here from time to time. Samson To, Liberia Public Radio. We have fun tonight, and I hope that the land ambassador will look at this thing and hopefully do what is best for our people. We cannot have these things be brought upon us as though Liberia is not capable. We have the ability to move, and we will move. All right? I want to thank all of you again tonight for this wonderful, wonderful idea of coming on here and sharing your evening with us. Thank you very much. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful country, to be honest with you. Okay? So let me see. Where's that stuff? Where is he? I'm trying to find this stuff I want to leave for you this evening, but anyway, I can't find it right now. Okay, let me see. No. Do I look empty? All right. Okay. I can't see it right now. So let me see. Maybe it's in here. Okay. Yeah. Right here. Right here. Okay. Right here. Okay, folks. We'll say good night to all of you. Join me again tomorrow. Tomorrow evening as I come out here and have more discussion. If you don't know the past, you will not know where you're going. Samson To. I'm very grateful to be here. We ask for long life, and we'll be grateful for God and to everything else we do. Let's continue to pray for one another. I'll be here again tomorrow morning. Thank you very much, and we'll say good night to all of you. Good night, folks.
Seigneur, acclame-moi ça. Rachel de Kibo, je adé. Oh, abrené, Koto, Yaliba, Bagno, Yalia, Korapam. Abre Koto, Yali. Abre Koto, Yali, Stéphane Soko. Oh, abrené, Nana. Amagrimera Koto Nyaliba, Stéphane Soko ya Korapam. Aïe, Koto Nyaliba. Amana vere kasawa. Amagriga vere titi papa vere sa. Seri peko chile peko. Ayo yuje bayo. Ye sikre kama pa. Sisi ye la play. Oye la Koto Nyali. Ale bayo e Korapam. Hey Koto Nyali. Awo. Taba sisi nyo wa o ayena vere ni paka.
Baba si the luo na velini. Why ale na yu ya koro bravo. Abile modo nyani. No so ma de jogre. Pamro ayo. Ade wa ba bele wa sawake. Wa ba be. Agbawo ma pa ni. Ni ama. Agbawo ma pa ni. Agbara su lo gbe la ba yo. Abi na ni ka bele titi baba. Aja nubo